Welcome guys, this is Alex, and today we're doing a tour of Six Flags Hurricane Harbor in New Jersey, right next to Six Flags Great Adventure. We're going to show you all the slides, everything that you can get to eat, everything to do to relax, some tips, and kind of a general review, not a full review. So let's go inside. It's such a beautiful park, underrated in my opinion, and we'll show you why we love Hurricane Harbor. So Hurricane Harbor is themed to an island that's just been hit by a hurricane, obviously. And that's the theming. It's very tropical, kind of a Caribbean theme. I love it, but I'll tell you some of the things I don't love so much about it after 22 seasons. It is early season before Memorial Day weekend. And before Memorial Day weekend and after Labor Day weekend, some attractions are not available. The big one that's usually not available at the beginning of the season, unfortunately, as you enter in, is the Lazy River. Now, Lazy River, Take It Easy Creek, is absolutely fantastic because not only is it a ride, not only is it a place to relax and just kick back, it also doubles as transportation around the entire water park. What we're going in here is the center of the water park where you have your main food places, your changing rooms, lockers, and we'll show you all that, and the main gift shop, which is right here, the Island Traders. You can get everything from Hurricane Harbor merchandise to a swimsuit, if you forgot that, swim diapers, sunscreen, all those types of things that you would need at a water park. They got them. So we are going to do a loop clockwise around the park, and of course you can get your Universal has this famous photo op, and a lot of parks now do too. You can get a picture with the shark. I don't know what his name is. Universal, it's named Bruce. Let's call him Frank. Does he look like a Frank? No. No? Okay. I'm calling him Frank. Here's a look at the entire water park. As I said, we're going to start down by number 13 and take a loop around the entire park. As you can see, it's one big circle. So it's very easy to get around. And then if you want to cut across the middle of the park over the Lazy River, you can do it. And just for reference, there are 3 entries into the Lazy River. One here, by a lot of the tube slides that we'll show you in a moment. One kind of by the wave pool, and then one kind of by the kiddie area over here. So let's go around. Also, here's a little bit of their merch. Not specific to this Hurricane Harbor, but more than just Six Flags. And a bunch of bathing suits, sunglasses. Again, love the little theming all around the park. Look at that shark there. He's got goggles on because the shark needs that, right?
Yep, definitely.
Yep. Before we move off the middle of the island, we'll show you the food eateries. Paradise, a pizza and grill. Got your burgers, your fries, salads, pizza. And over here to the right, you have Boardwalk Steak and Fries, best cheesesteaks on the island. Yes, here they are the best cheesesteaks because they're the only ones, but they're okay. They're okay. You got places to buy an adult beverage all over the place, like the Island Drinks right here. They have stuff on tap, and they also do bottles, cans, that type of stuff. And then your other specialty things are going to be 15 cents as wine, lime, and that. And you also have your craft beer and domestic beer for $13 and $12. And right next to the best cheesesteaks on the island are the changing rooms. Men over here, and then right past the Northern Star concessions, women. And then to the left are the first bathrooms. We're not going to show you all the bathrooms, but changing rooms are obviously very important. Over at Northern Star concessions, you got some funnel cakes and churros. Okay, as I said, it's early in the season, so a bunch of stuff is not open, but we're going to show you some footage of the other slides going from last year and the year before. So if you see masks and all that stuff, that's why. Yeah. Here's the first thing, Caribbean Cove, which is a little kiddie area for the kids with a water bucket and little slides and a splash pad type area. And it's about to dump. I love a water bucket. That is so refreshing. First big slide you got is the mat slide, the Big Wave Racer. There are 6 of these. You do like a little twist here. We'll give a good view of how twisted these slides are. And then you come down a big drop and win a race. One of the best slides in the park is their family raft rides, Big Bambu and Reef Runner. This is the slide you want to go to first, most likely. That and the tornado, which will show you. These are your two first hits because they're very popular and the line can get quite long. The red one on the right just does a bunch of turns, while the other one on the left does the turns in the dark and then some really big dips. And if you got a lot of weight on the one on the left, it can be quite the adventure for sure. We found that out last year. Over here you have Hurricane Mountain, which was added a year after the park opened, and they realized they needed way more capacity. 6 different slides, as I said. The ones in the middle do not require you to bring a tube up. You can see the tubes going up in the middle. It is a inline seating tube type thing, which is fun. I think it seats up to either 4 or 5 people. And then the other ones, the blue one and the orange one, have a short upper section and then big drops at the end. My favorite is the blue one because you get a double dip and a little bit of weightlessness feeling. And then the other two are mostly in the dark with the purple and maroon ones. So all of them are super fun. Really enjoy them. All right, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom are kind of run-of-the-mill tube slides in the dark. A lot of water curtains so you can get super wet. They're fun. They can be quite intense, especially if you use a double tube because you get a lot more weight and a lot more speed. These you can use single and doubles. Over at Hurricane Mountain, I forgot to mention that 2 of them you can only use single tubes. So next up is Tornado, which was built in 2010 and is the most interesting slide that the park currently has. It does this giant funnel on these 4-person cloverleaf tubes that you unfortunately have to carry up the tower. They can be quite heavy and unwielding. And this is where we go second. We run to the family raft rides, do those quickly, or one of them quickly, and then we run over here. It has a very long line typically, and it can be a little slow moving. And it's very annoying to have the giant tubes on the stairs while you're waiting, so knock that out early. Here is the entrance to Take It Easy Creek by the Tornado Slide. This is one of 3. This portion, if you go on it, is the most relaxing. The next one is by the kids area and the Winds Water Slide, and that one has the most water features. And then the final one, where you enter by the wave pool, is the shortest and has a few water features, but is not very relaxing. But as I said, this is a great way to get around the park. It's a great way to relax. We usually just do this last after doing all the slides and float around a few times. It is 2,150 feet long, which makes it one of the longer lazy rivers that you will find in the world. And their newest addition, Calypso Springs, which is basically just a pool with a big waterfall in the middle. It's really fun. Poolside of Calypso Springs is Calypso Cove, the rental area. This is an upcharge, but you're stuff in there, and you're guaranteed a seat on busier days and all that stuff. So there is that waterfall in the middle, so refreshing. And then right across the way is Calypso Grill, which has chicken wings, chicken tenders, and snacks. So I enjoyed this place. Next up are the Falls, which is a trio of speed body slides. The one in the middle, Geronimo Falls, is the alternating colored slide, and that is 77 feet tall and drops you at an angle of descent of 65 degrees. Very fast and very scary. And then the other two, the teal and the pink slides, are Cannonball and Wanihi Falls. And these are enclosed serpentine slides. They're slightly shorter than the other one at 64 feet and not nearly as steep, but man, they are fast. They pull some really tight G's and they are completely in the dark. So it is quite an intense ride and quite a hike up there. You're definitely going to be a little winded by the time you get up there. Also, pro tip, go to this one towards the end. Since it's so tall and so intense, usually it doesn't get much of a line. This is what I usually hit up absolutely last. Every water park has to have a wave pool, and they do. They have Blue Lagoon, which is a pretty good wave pool. Not the best, but definitely refreshing. There's free seating over here, and then if you want to reserve your seating, you have it over here with the cabana rentals. So you have the cabanas in the back, but you also then have some reserved seating. I'll show you some of the pricing. It may change, it may be different per day and all this stuff, but it's quite pricey, but if you're splitting up between a lot of people, it's affordable. And just to the right of where we were is where you can do the rentals, and another food area over here is the Cowabunga Burgers. Obviously you have burgers. You also got your Totally Kickin' Chicken with grilled chicken sandwiches, strips, salads, all that stuff. Very convenient if your kid gets hurt. First aid is right next to the kids area, right there. There it is. Here is Discovery Bay. It is huge. There are 3 water buckets, although currently they're not in place. I'm sure that will change very soon. But a little wave pool right here, very cute. Then about half a dozen little kiddie slides that you can go on. Parents can't go on with them. You have to go alone. But lots of little interactive things to do all around the water play structure, and yeah, you could be occupied here for hours and hours. The last set of slides all the way in back, and a big tip, once you do Tornado and the family raft rides, maybe hit up a slide or 2 in the front and then head back here. People take a little bit longer to get back here typically, so if all the front slides are got a bit of a line, I suggest checking these out back here. There are 4 slides, but there are only 2 unique slides. Basically, 2 of them are mirror images of the other 2. So, but they're fun. You know, they have indoor and outdoor sections and water curtains and double dip and all that stuff. So, fun little slide. And my favorite section of the lazy river is here. However, if you don't want to get wet, I suggest you get on by the wave pool, on the other side of the wave pool, and then get off right before here, because here, all along this wall here, is nothing but water squirters. So you can stay relatively dry for the other 2 sections of the lazy river, but this, you're gonna get wet most likely. And another thing I love about the lazy river is it's a long way around. It's something like 15-20 minutes usually to do a loop. So, and if once you have a tube, they do not force you out. You can stay in all day if you wanted to. But sometimes getting a tube can be a little hectic, especially on the busy days. It could take a little while. And there's not much organization to it usually. Usually it is first come, first serve. So that's it with Hurricane Harbor at Six Flags Great Adventures Complex. You know, there's about 30 slides or so a lot to do for sure. Now, the good, I love the transportation with the lazy river. The wave pool is, you know, average, would you say? One little fiance is just gonna join us for the wrap up here and opinions. But the bad, they don't really have any modern slides. The most modern thing they have is the Tornado slide. They don't have a water coaster. They don't have things that do really fun little elements and all that stuff. And that's just the thing that kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I think you agree, the atmosphere here, it's just so like relaxed. Like, you know, you got Jimi Hendrix right now, like playing, like it's a great thing about the lazy river. You got music playing the entire time. So
I mean, I'm happy with Great Adventure as a home park for amusement theme park, roller coasters, but this, I think it doesn't compare to what Great Adventures at.
No, and I really like, there are other attractions that the other Six Flags water parks are getting that we haven't gotten, and
yeah,
it's scratching my head. Like a lot of them have water coasters. Yeah, there's 2 different models of water coasters that the Six Flags parks are putting in. It'd be great if we had both of those.
Amazing,
Yeah. That's where I think they need to invest. And you know, we will continue to do vlogs and tours here. So if they add more exciting things like that, you know, we'll cover it. The good thing about it is there are a lot of capacity things, right? Like you got the 2 kiddie areas, the big one and the small one. You got a mini wave pool, a huge wave pool, a huge lazy river that has lots of capacity, and that pool. So even if it's really busy, there's things for you to do without waiting in a line, which is, you know, that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Check out some of our videos. We go hard at it with the slides, and then we just kick back and do the wave pool and the lazy river and sit underneath that fountain in Calypso Springs. But yeah, Hurricane Harbor is fantastic. Another bad thing is, like, I feel like it needs a lot of TLC in some areas. A lot of the theming that was there in opening year is now gone. I would love them to reintroduce some of that stuff. But let's just say by the rock is hot and dry. So today it's sunny. So that's nice. Actually, it's not too sunny. It's overcast. But
I like how it's like hurricane. Hold on to the rock.
Hold on to the rock, yes. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. It's free with your membership. And free with, I think, most of the season pass tiers. I'm not sure on that one these days. They're always changing right now with Six Flags going through such a corporate change. And it's completely separate from the water park, but if you don't want to repark your car, you can take a shuttle. But I believe your parking, if you pay for parking at one place, I believe it is valid over here. So you can switch between the 2 without paying for parking twice. So that's it. We're gonna see you later. This has been Alex for the Coaster Spot. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will do plenty more videos at water parks and tours and all that stuff this season.